Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. On one sideline, Dan Quinn. He, of course, the head man here in Atlanta from 2015 to 2020. On the other side, it's the Falcons head coach, Raheem Morris. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Downfield, he's got Sinnott, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Washington. 31 yards.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Washington.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, break. Ready. 1918. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Laramie Tunsil, the big tackle, flagged there.
Still 2nd down.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage.
He works free, right side, and he will get into the end zone. A.J. Osborne, touchdown Commanders. That is first touchdown this year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Falcons
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that to try to improve in this one today.
It's a big run by Robinson. 52 yards.
First down.
Here we go, set.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On first down, right back to Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's a second and 9.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Penix. This one not quite on target. Hit him too much. That one falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be third down.
Shut up. Cowboys.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Atlanta. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession. And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 boxes, 60.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Okay, break.
Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Flush to his right. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Here we go.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Ready, go.
On play action, Daniels. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds as they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal.
First and goal, Washington.
They'll run with Robinson. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. Gay to add the PAT. And this one is no good. He has missed the extra point. Keep that one in mind. We'll see if that comes into play as we go along this afternoon. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. The Falcons offense, so that ready to get going. Off their second possession, they'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He'll tuck it and take off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll manage to kick this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Penix. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36.
On the option, here's Robinson. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
1-yard gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Another run here for Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's dropped down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Here we go. Set. Set up.
To throw is Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Here's Penix. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Caleb McGarry, the guilty party there. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Great London. Touchdown, Falcons. Here's Goop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Commanders 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Let's stop him at the 10. Still first down.
Throwing now, Daniel. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. Solid pickup on that first down play.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more man.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Oh, a man open right side. He's got him.
Holding offense.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Ray McLeod deep to return. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. Their lead is just a point. They begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix.
The first down pass. Taken down at the 18-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And that'll wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead. Throwing is Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. This is taken at the 25. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Now this is going to be a design run. He'll let him keep it, and he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
They They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's in. Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Commanders. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will open up a 6-point lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? You pooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try.
In trouble, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
The Commanders' 19-yard line.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Penix. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. The NFL's active leader in sacks, Von Miller. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already.
Ready up.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
For the field goal.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. His kick is good. And the Falcons will cut the lead from 6 down to 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Robinson. And he'll have a Commanders first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Let's go.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is planted backfield.
He was
defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
46-yard line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Here's Tress Way now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Well, the Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
They'll go again with Robinson. And this time they are ready for him. Throw for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
That's caught right side. It's London. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now, this looks like a design run. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
Throw over the middle, caught by London. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Penix. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He's knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards.
Still 3rd down.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of the first down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, it's Daniels. Out to his right. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be close to the first down. Wasn't just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Commanders first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Third down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Come on. Hey. Cougar 19.
Here's Daniels. That's complete on the tight end screen. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. That one on the center, Tyler Biotish.
Still second down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. David Onyemata getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to third and very long. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. On the draw, it is Eckler. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Throwing now, Penix on first down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way. It is second and 9.
Let's go now. 60 bucks.
To throw is Penix. The second down throw is incomplete. Third down and 9.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
2 yards. And the Falcons first down. First and 10.
To throw again, it's Penix. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Go!
Penix going to throw again. Right side, catch made by McLeod. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
Plant. It's Penix. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. They run over center with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He's on the 3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up, and we'll take it out of Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home to take on the Saints. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. He's going to find his man, and he did plenty of that. One of 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Bills are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And it's Aaron Rodgers hooking up with his tight end, Pat Freiermuth. 15 yards for the touchdown. The Steelers escape with a 17-13 win. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Sam Darnold. He'll look to get the yards himself on the scramble, and he got those yards and more. Off he goes. The Seahawks get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. The outside. Catch made by London. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14
His
yards.
5th catch of the afternoon.
And
Good
the
for a
Falcons.
first down.
First down.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. Incomplete. Well, we have a moment while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. That's on the veteran, Jake Matthews. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. He needed 13 and got 14 for the 1st down.
First down. Ready. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Algier. He'll push forward for about a yard. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Mooney in motion. They'll go right back to Algier. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away. And then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
We'll try and run for this with Algier. And he will score! Tyler Algier, touchdown Atlanta. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. So they take it the distance. The running back carrying it, Greg, looks like a little EA college football type play, but we see more and more of it in the NFL every day.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to the play is the threat of the quarterback pulling it and keeping it himself. You see the defender on the end of the line. That's his read. He gets caught flat-footed. Next thing you know, the running back has it through the crease, and he's gone.
The score, Falcons 24, Commanders 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Returning is Igbenogany. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run it here with Algier.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain, and now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Ready?
On the give to Eckler. And I don't think he got that wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Eckler now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Fix the Eagles. Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
60 by 60.
On the give, it's Eckler. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Brandon Dorless there on the tackle.
This is 2nd and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniel. Throw to the right flat, it is caught, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Rocco 80. Steady.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 5. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Back. Cougar 19.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive.
Let's go now.
Now can they do it for a third time? He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
I like the call to keep the offense on the line. From this distance, a field goal is no sure thing, and that's a great job by the quarterback, recognizing the situation. Nobody's open. Take off, become a runner, extend the drive, pick up the first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Ready,
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Daniels going to keep this himself. And they continue to turn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's good.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area. Now he has them set up 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Robinson will take this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Take over 1st
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Algier. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. Oh, the ball's out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Here we go. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Tie game, 2nd half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game. So it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Now Daniel's going to give this forward to the receiver. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. It is 3rd and long. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Exiting the pocket right. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of 1st.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. This is going to be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2, and no further.
On 1st down here, Mike, you're just hoping to give a little breathing room to your offense. Now, if you do decide to pass the ball, your quarterback's not necessarily dropping back into the end zone. But after getting stopped for no gain, they find themselves on 2nd down in the exact same situation.
And that one is not going to advance the cause. Fortunate not to go backwards here. Out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 2. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game late. And this is 3rd down. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
On the check.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
But he goes nowhere. Ball doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
Come on, come on. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Lions. Ready.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12.
Cowboy 80.
On play action, Daniels. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
They're called in at the 2. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down.
1918. Seven Pirates.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. You're going to go play action with Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end pitch. He'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10.
And the lefty panics on first down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Penix. Left side, he's got the cloud. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
12 yards. And the
They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go play action now with Penix. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18 at the 47-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go. Shot. 6.
Out of the shotgun. It's, oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Dorrance Armstrong getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be third and a mile. Throwing is Penix. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic first down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
For the lead, here is third and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time.
Let's go.
And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. Let's go now.
And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The Commanders about to send this one away. as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. McLeod to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go right back to Algier. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Gain of a yard. Brings him 2nd and 9.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And he will go all the way. Great London. Touchdown, Falcons. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Makes the score Falcons 37. Commanders 30.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Returning is Igbenogany. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning as they're going to get started with 1st down. Daniels now going to look to throw. Oh, a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. Well, remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. They forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but one 1st down will essentially end the game. The ball comes out! And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? to throw is Penix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll run with Algier. Roll forward. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Second and 5.
36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
He'll go again here with Algier. And he will get into the end zone. Tyler Algier. Touchdown Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
On is Koo for the point after. It's up and through. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Commanders 30.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Returning is Igbenogany. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field. Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's taken in by Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And it'll lead to a second down. Throwing is Daniel. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for third and 4. To the air again is Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
There's a throw right side. But it's incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance, they took it there. Look, they're trailing late, gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, Got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.